This week I've actually had quite a few comments on the wings and how to attach them together. And you'll notice that they're actually off of the plate. I did all of the ribbing and have gotten ready for the ailerons. I've also completed the wing tips and some of the structural support for the wire that will be going along the backs of these. Traditionally, on the original Wright flyer, there was a rope going from point to point across the back. And I'm thinking about doing the same thing, but I'm not exactly sure. I may end up making it a hard tip, but we'll see. I haven't quite figured out if I want these wings to be aluminum structure or wooden structure. I think I'm leaning towards aluminum, but we'll see. So I've also made the mounting points for these so I can space the two wings a certain amount apart. And so there will be connectors in between the wings at the wing tips, in about halfway towards the fuselage, 6 feet apart on the center. That will be wide enough for two people to sit side by side in the middle, and then mirrored out here halfway and then on the wingtip. The reason why I put them all the way out on the wingtip is I intend to move the tail from being behind the aircraft to putting it as a rudder on the wingtips, very similar to how the Cozy and the Long Easy of Burt Rutan have it. I really like that look. I like the design of it, and I think that will work very well in this structure. Or at least we'll see. Who knows? This is going to be fun one way or the other. And I've also put in several mounting points to then connect struts. So I'm going to have vertical struts at those locations, both right on the leading edge and then on the main spar. And then they will be structurally connected with webbing of cable. At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I might actually just put in a solid diagonal like on a traditional high-wing airplane or a biplane. If you have any idea on that, let me know. I'm also wondering whether or not I want the wings to be staggered or directly over each other like on the Wright flyer. So on the Wright flyer, the wings, let me see if I can set this up for you. The wings were actually in line, one directly underneath the other. So they were set up more like this. So one was directly on top of the other. Whereas with more modern biplanes, the top one is shifted forward, just giving it a slightly better airfoil. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm leaning towards having them directly above each other, but I don't know. If you have a thought on that, let me know. So hopefully for next week, I'm going to get the ailerons done and figure out how I want that attachment to be. I think I'm going to have a hard edge on the back of the aileron where the hinge would be, and I'm going to be putting in a faux hinge on this because that's something I don't have to mess with until full scale, actually, how that hinging mechanism will work. So hopefully I'll have the ailerons ready to be installed, and I might get to covering these wings because I have to cover these wings before I can structurally connect them. So yeah, that's going to be kind of fun. So if you have any ideas on do I put a solid stringer on the back of the wing or do I go with the traditional roping, I'd love to hear about that. So come on along, have a little bit more structural work to do on these, and I'm taking my time slowly working through this, hoping that it is something I can kind of think through each step. And I don't want to rush this part because there is a lot of thought that goes into the first time you come across a particular problem. So if you have any thoughts, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. And also, if you know of anyone who would be interested in this, or an engineer who might like this type of work, or a pilot who would be interested in this, please share this video with them. I'd love to get this in front of a few more people and get some more eyes and ideas on this. So that's about it. If you like the video, please hit like, think about subscribing, and until next time, have a wonderful day.